am the vegan. I make a quick fruit salad today with 3 parts. That means 2 main ingredients. That is papaya and pear. It's very nice. Papaya and pears here. It's half a papaya. They are large, you know, and half of it is right enough. I peel it and cut it into pieces. I peel it, seed it, and cut it into small pieces. That's the main job in a fruit salad. You wash the fruit, you cut it into small pieces. So I have similar amounts. It takes some time to do that, but it's a fun time, and everything is easy to wash. It's light, just fruit. So main part, 2 parts. See, 2 main parts. The third part is made of 3 ingredients. So it's overall 3 parts. 1 part has, again, 3 ingredients. And this make first. I have a persimmon here, one of my favorite fruit. My favorite fruit are papaya, persimmon, and mango. Because you can eat it just by itself and be full. A super complete fruit. I love it. I mean, I have other favorites like berries. I love berries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. I love all fruit, but you know, in a different way, they're all my favorite fruit. But these are, you know, you can eat one fruit and you are full. That is very fascinating. So I blend it, and that's then the next thing why persimmon is so special. Maybe it's the favorite fruit of all. You blend the persimmon, and it turns into a pudding. That is really amazing. I like this play with textures. They have to be ripe, and when they are really soft, you think you blend it and it gets liquid. No, it gets into a pudding. I will show you in a moment. But to refine the persimmon, I have here some tangerines. Yeah. It's a very nice flavor, and it goes very nice with persimmon. Persimmon goes nice with citrus fruit, like persimmon with lemon, or no, with orange. Tangerine. Tangerine have a very similar flavor like oranges, but they have more expressive. They have a very unique flavor. But you know, tangerines they are one of the most wonderful flavors at all. Tangerines. Yeah, the name already. And a small handful of hazelnuts that makes this pudding a little bit thicker. And I will put a little bit of water to make the blender go. And I guess I need some water anyway to have a texture that is okay makes it okay for a pudding, for a fruit salad dressing. It's between a pudding and a dressing blender. So maybe you heard it. The blender became even, the sound became even from woo woo to ooh, and that means the job is done, usually. And then everything has been blended. Let's see now. Yeah, it's a pudding-like texture. It's okay for it's runny, yeah. Wow, exotic flavor. Hazelnut is there a little bit. The tangerine is there a little bit. And the persimmon in the background, the sweetness. I blend one more time after I combine my main fruit here, the pears and the persimmon, pear, persimmon. I like this combination, I've done that before, because both have a gentle flavor. Papaya. The papaya has a very gentle flavor, and it is super high in fiber. The high in fiber, that means that it makes you full. It is super healthy. Papaya they use for, I guess it was for the eyes or so. They eat papayas. In India, a lot of papayas. And this gentle flavor is open to many seasonings. You can put anything into papaya to make it hot, sweet. You know, there's so many ways you can have green papaya and make a salad. in Vietnam they make these perfect, or in Thailand, these perfect green papaya salads. So really, there's so many ways to use papaya. It's an amazing fruit. And the pear is also a gentle flavor, much more expressive. It goes from sweet to bitter. Not as many fiber as the papaya, I would guess. And they have a little bit coarse texture. The papaya, the pear. It is very soft when it's ripe and very delicious and sweet, and this special pear flavor with a slightly bitter peel. And I like this combination. Both are gentle in flavor, not very extreme, but are very characteristic. The pear even more. The pear is used here to season the papaya. So this very gentle flavors, and you have small differences in the flavor. You open the horizon for the taste buds. They have a spectrum of different flavors. They are different, but still small differences. So you gotta, it's like you give it a little fantasy, you know. Fantasy is a capacity of the mind to find small differences, you know, between opposites. Yeah, that is, you can also define that as fantasies. I like this definition, not mine, but I like it very much. This definition, the capacity, ability of the mind to interpolate between, the capacity to interpolate, to find intermediums, you know. So, and this interpolation between these similar flavors gives it a lot of variety, you know. You taste more differences, more nuances. So I blend one more time to get it really creamy, because now the hazelnuts have a little bit soaked in the liquid, and then the next blending makes it really creamy. This is the typical persimmon color when you blend it. It's a little bit broken, a little lighter than usual, because you put nuts in there or other fruit, gets lighter. Otherwise it gets a little bit more dark orange. But this broken color, this is typical for the broken oranges. It's typical for the persimmon when you blend it when you blend it up and has this pudding texture. This now, I guess the texture is, oh yeah, it's different. It's now even creamier and a little bit thicker. I'll taste it. I guess it tastes better also. Wow, try this flavor. Almost tastes like pear. Oh, that's a little bit crazy, but I'm expecting that already. But no, you have to taste it. It's very nice. It's very nice with the tangerine and the hazelnut. You see, this is the texture. It's a little bit pudding-like, but for this salad, it is good. Usually I don't use these thick dressings for fruit salads, but this is an exception. I did that before with another fruit salad. Oh, I do that later. I take out the rest later. That's enough now for you to show you what it looks like. Put it into a glass. Yeah, it looks nice, and I guess it's wonderful. And it's so easy to make. Yeah, just 3 parts. 5 ingredients, all fruit into 1 nut. Put it just into a glass to serve it and be done. That's it. I like it simple for every day. Sometimes, okay, I make a little bit more often. I take more time for cooking, but that's not every day. Every day I love these simple. It's so beautiful, right? So beautiful. And you see what it is simple. What you can do with a simple fruit, you blend it up and it turns into a wonderful texture. I want to show this, I want to explore this. I never made this before. I make a new recipe every single day, to find out all these wonderful new things. Tangerine and hazelnut together. Wow! And the canvas is the persimmon. It has this wonderful texture, basic pudding texture, and this very nice creaminess, and this wonderful nutrition values. Persimmon is a whole meal, and that canvas yeah, you can paint on, like with hazelnuts and tangerines. You know, so different, so contrary. And then you have this wonderful painting of this cream, and then you put there on this canvas, a new canvas here, you put the persimmon and no, the papaya and the pear, and again you have a new background and a whole variety of small nuances between the pear and the papaya. So it's a very simple idea how to create new flavors, new recipes, but it is an amazing thing what you can do with very simple ingredients, very simple small numbers of ingredients, and just by a little bit of feeling for the flavors, the textures, the colors, yeah, nutritional values, it makes you full, yeah, it keeps for a while when you have it at breakfast. All these things are easy. I wouldn't take, for example, mango blending together with persimmon. I wouldn't do that. I mean, you could, but it is very creamy and thick then. Each of them, the mango or the persimmon, blended turn into a very thick, creamy, pudding-like textures. Why combine them? It's not necessary. Yeah. One, that is something about the nutrition or the fiber, yeah, and the texture more. Texture, fiber, yeah, nutrition, yeah, makes you full. So you don't need to know that much. Pretty obvious. Persimmon, papaya, mango. These are high in fiber fruit that keep for a long time. You know, they blend up in a nice texture pudding. You can use that as a base for putting berries into that. You know, pears or everything. There's so many things you can tell about the different qualities of fruit. It's a story by itself. And yeah, my cookbook comes out soon. There's an idea of that. I give an overview over all my recipes and a little bit forward how to use it and how it is related to my channel, YouTube channel, and then a little bit about veganism, the non-violent lifestyle at the end, a little bit of an idea of what I do and how I feel. I think it's so important to bring the message to the people that we don't need to harm anybody to be happy. We are very happy when we do not harm. That is the base, everything for the basis of our love, of compassion. But non-harming is something like a guideline, you know, a guideline for every day. It is so easy. Yeah? You just ask yourself, do I harm with this? And if you find a harm, then you say, oh, maybe rather not. Let's see if it's necessary. It's really necessary to harm? Maybe not. So it's easy. It's not very difficult. Everybody knows it in their heart. It's a basic feeling that is with every person. Yeah? They know, and you just need a reminder of that, I guess. And that's why the vegan message is so powerful. It's spreading all over the planet, and I hope that goes soon now, very fast. We have to do something now. Please tell everybody go vegan. Subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.